Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Realm of Ori. In this video, we will continue with Volume 16, Chapter 3, Toward Rebuilding, Part 5. And before we start, this video contains spoilers from the Tensura light novel. And by the way guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get notifications for upcoming videos. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
Dinner was luxurious. A full Western-style meal of Italian cuisine. It's delicious. After eating, Benimaru and I gave each other a high five. No words are needed to communicate, and that is enough. Today, everyone is eating in silence, and this attitude is proof of satisfaction. What is this deliciousness? As an imperial aristocrat, I consider myself to have tasted countless cuisines, but this is something else. I know, as a captive, I've always enjoyed the food here, but I've never enjoyed it as much as I have today. Thank you, Your Majesty Rimuru. Honestly, if you can eat this, you can be emperor. I've also learned to cook, but I can't really make these things. I can tell from the food that I still must do my best. Rimuru, you've improved your cooking here. Is this you, Lady Shuna? I'd love to invite you to our country to teach us a few recipes. Yes, I'm more of a wine lover, but these things are so different. It's a shame that the portion is smaller, but it makes you want to eat more. A very calculated arrangement. Geez, I don't think it's been calculated, but I agree with you that every dish makes you want to eat it. Ha! It's so delicious, it makes me think I'm leaving for the next world. What are you talking about, Lady Jane? You've eaten it all up. Henrietta, you're a real talker. Look at you. You're eating the same amount. What? It's only polite not to point this out even if you know about it. They were basically satisfied with everything, but they just wanted to make rave about their food, and this time, the goal was achieved. By the way, even at times like this, Xian and Diablo were as usual. Diablo dedicated himself to serving and pouring wine, and Xian stood perfectly still as an escort. But, I know. Shuna whispered to me that Xian always sneaks food in the name of testing for poison. This time, she even tried the poison with an extra bowl. There is absolutely no need to worry about her going hungry. We take a break after the meal. The location changed to the meeting room and the big guys enjoyed coffee while chatting. Just as the group was chatting about the food, Gazel suddenly spoke to them. On the other hand, Rimuru, there's something that bothers me. What is it? It's something you did. The executives headed by Lord Benimaru over there, you're the one who made them evolve, right? Ah, yes. Don't be so nervous. I won't be angry. It did scare me when I first heard Jane talk about it, but now I've come to understand that it was a necessary thing to do. That's right. That's right. It's just that it'll be a lot of trouble to explain to other countries, won't it? What do you mean? What, didn't you think of that? The Western nations, the Western Saints Church, and Sarian are all watching this war closely, and the final declaration must be made and the process must be explained. I was just going to muddle through properly. That should be okay with the West. Blumund may be a little suspicious, along with some other countries, but the rest of the world is blurred. There may be some doubt, but the Jura Tempest Federation will be an ally. You will not be bullish, right? In that case, there's nothing wrong. However, that woman can't be fooled, and will definitely ask for a formal explanation. What are you going to do? What, you mean Elchan? It doesn't matter. I already told her. Elmesia was so worried about this war that she said so in conversation with me and Myrmiles. Elmesia said that in the worst case scenario she would take in the refugees from our area. Myrmiles, Elmesia, and I had an emergency contact as a conspiracy trio, 3 drunken sages. It is a high-performance magic prop that looks like a small folding type, which is actually a mobile phone. With this, I was able to talk directly to Elmesia. So before the banquet had started, I gave a notice saying I won along with a victory report. Elchan's reply was okay, I'm relieved. I'm going to listen to it properly next time, and I'm going to play it again haha, so there was absolutely nothing for Gazel to worry about. Elchan! Gazel shouted. Then stared at me with a look of disbelief. Was there anything surprising in what I just said? Don't be How did you get so close to that emperor? How it's done is a secret. We're all getting along now, anyway. There's no need to be honest about the experience of failure at the wine table. But Gazel couldn't seem to take it. Rimuru, for the Celestial Emperor of Sarian, it is difficult to meet with her, and waiting for an audience normally takes a few months. Even if I apply from Dworgen, it takes half a year. That woman has a long life, so a month is like a day in her eyes, and yet you're in easy contact with her. Yes, yes, Your Majesty, Rimuru. The Empire also values Sarian, not expecting this level of connection. According to these people, the Empire saw Sarian as the biggest threat, and it was said that there were many unheard of magical guides over there that were originally intended to be the last to attack. And after listening to the instructions from Calgurio and Minute, Gazel nodded as well. After all, it was a military power that could devour the entire Western economic circle by itself, and it was normal for them to react in this way. And the ease with which we can contact the heads of such great powers without an appointment, even if I don't know much about it, is really a bit incredible. But after all, it is a fact. Well, this? Guess I was lucky. Well, for Lord Rimuru, it's a matter of course. Yes. Rather, it is the other party who is lucky. Indeed, it is understandable that the Heavenly Emperor would react in such a way as to discover the true value of His Majesty Rimuru. Calgurio nodded in agreement. Yeah, if it's that terrifying Heavenly Emperor, something of this magnitude should be within easy reach. Our empire has always thought that the country's magical warriors would not move, which is exactly what the Emperor thought. Then it would be dangerous to target our country when the situation is not good for His Majesty Rimuru. It seems they are more wary of Sarian than I thought. Although I didn't feel it was a dangerous country, it was reassuring to be friendly. Elchon had invited us to play at her place and to be sure to visit and learn about it then. This information must have been hidden, but our intelligence service considers us to be. No, unfortunately, I haven't heard of it either. Still, it's so long ago for me, it's possible to just forget. Minute's statement, which was dismissed with a cheerful face by Velgrand, struck me as a rather stubborn person who definitely remembers even if it was a long time ago. Geez, do you have something you want to say to me? No, scary, as if she was reading my heart. These types of people are usually difficult to deal with, and it's best not to piss her off. You have to be careful about what you say about the 3 drunk sages. I secretly swore that as the night passed. The next morning, Gazel and his entourage went back. There was a slight concern on the Dwarf Kingdom's side. In case the Killing Angel-class enemies appeared, Gazel's side should be in a bitter fight. I gave Gazel a cell phone to let him use it as he sees fit. One more thing. I decided to send Adra forward to Gazel's side. Gazel had told me he wanted to continue training and rebuilding himself. Adra had also said that he wanted to calm his debauched mind. Said there was a lot to worry about. Carrera didn't say anything, just went with the whatever Adra liked. I knew what was going on in Adra, but I was still having trouble answering, and everyone needed some time at the moment, so I accepted the proposal. This way, even Dworgen can withstand a protracted war. I told Gazel to warn anyone who was awakened about the ultimate skills of the angelic system, but I was staring at his face, which was as if his expression had fallen off. Then, quietly to me. Listen, Rimuru, the ultimate skill is a secret that is said to have been acquired by the first dwarven hero, Grand Dworgen, and yet it is still considered an important matter of unknown truth that few people know about, not even Vaughn and Dorf. And you guys, don't talk like it's a common thing to have ultimate skills. Yeah, right. He ended up being drunk on the head, but he spoke as if it was common sense in this world. That is to say, there are very few people who know about the existence of ultimate skills, and there is currently no way to find out who has it in the angelic system. Worrying about this is purely a matter of finding guilt, so I'm going to ignore it. At that time. However, when I calmed down and reconsidered, it seemed surprisingly discernible. Can you hear me? A Walpurgis is now being held, and although it is unexpected, everybody must attend. Over. Suddenly there was a voice in my head. Rather, this is, my line of sight turned to the forgotten ring I was wearing on the pinky finger of my right hand. This is the Demon Lord ring that you received when you became a Demon Lord. That is to say, it was from Guy's voice coming out. Shion, go get Shuna. Yes. It's from Guy. It looks like we're having a Walpurgis. Oh, it's not in Guy's style not to contact in advance. It's a bit incomprehensible that Guy personally contacted in the first place. I feel the same way. Guy is so self-respecting and arrogant, and is so calm in his ways. I heard you called me. Rimuru, it's a big deal. Guy actually came to us in person, something must have happened. Shuna came in, but even Ramaris, who hadn't been called, came along with Beretta and Trainee. That's it. Shuna, there's no time to go into detail now, but I'm taking Xion and Diablo to the Valpurgis. Tell Benimaru of my absence and leave everything to him. Shuna nodded shrewdly. Understood. Good luck, Lord Rimuru. I finished nodding my head and prepared myself. Then waited quietly for the pickup. Not a moment later, a blue-haired Rain in a dark red-made outfit jumped space and appeared. Because Rain is covered in wounds. That means my premonition was spot on. Rain, are you okay? What the hell? Don't worry about me. We'll explain when we're all together. Please move first. It's not like I can say anything more when she says that. The only thing to do is move along with Rain. Arriving at our destination, we will face new problems head-on.